Shavuot Tov. There is a story about two fetuses in the womb. One is cynical, one is positive. The cynical fetus says to the other one, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" And he says, "No, of course not. There's nothing. When it ends, it ends." The positive one says, "No, after delivery, there's this phenomenal world ahead. Besides, we get to see the mother." And the cynical one says, "No, the mother doesn't exist. The mother is just a myth." And the positive one says, "No, the mother feeds us." It's like, what are you talking about? Then there's an earthquake. The positive one disappears and all they hear is screaming. And the cynical one thinks it's over. That's it. Obviously, it's not. This week we start reading the book of Vayikra, which has got two names. It's called Vayikra in Hebrew and he called in English Leviticus. Leviticus is obviously a little bit heavier. It's all about the laws. Vayikra is very much he called. And I'd suggest that both names are a pair. Vayikra and God called. Leviticus is how we answer through the mitzvot. That's our connection. The Ishbitz Rebbe certainly connects it to the small aleph, the last letter at the end of Vayikra. It's almost like God calls, but in order to hear the call, we have to shrink ourselves slightly. We have to create space in that relationship. And he connects two different verses with how God answers. One is from Job, from Eov, which is, "You plead and I will answer." So we ask the questions, we call out to Hashem, and then Hashem will answer after much effort. But then he also connects a verse from Yeshayahu, from Isaiah, which says, "It will be that before you call, I will answer them. Even before they speak, I will hear them." So before we've prayed, there's already an answer. And before we call, God has already heard us. One great example of this is Isaac, Yitzchak, when he's praying in the field, possibly praying for a wife. He doesn't know that Rebecca's already coming along. And so suddenly his prayer looks like it's answered. But the answer is coming even before he prayed. Now, it doesn't mean that things are easy. Obviously, this is a challenging time. 6 attacks or approaches on synagogues in the last week, which is terrible. On Friday night, on Shabbat, Rabbi Elchanan Feldman over in Bushy Shul explained to the community that a local school that was due to be coming to visit the synagogue as part of the national curriculum phoned and cancelled. And one of the parents said they'll only bring it along if he disavows himself from Zionism. Obviously, it's not going to happen. I think possibly the worst example, which we'd always go to, obviously, is the Holocaust. But what we didn't realize is that at the time that led to the state of Israel, which has obviously become incredibly strong. So whilst it's painful and whilst we have the challenges, through faith, through belief, through action, we can begin to realize that often the prayer is being answered even before we've asked it. And what seems like the end is often only the beginning. Shavuot Tov.